Okay, past example 2. This is again from paper 1, from 2019 this time though. So solve the equation, and then we've got a hence for part B, right? So part A. So solve. So we can see this is multiple trig functions. Multiple trig, we look at your formula sheet. So sine 2A is 2 sine x cos x. Factorise it. How are you going to factorise it? Common factor. Okay, bring them both down. And then rearrange. Right, 0. It's not a fraction, so it can't be cast diagram, so it is your graph. Terrible cost graph, but regardless. Where is it 0? There and there. Which is 90 and 270. -3, no solution. Okay, anything 1 and -1, out with that. Doesn't work. So in fact, those are our answers for part A. Right, part B. So this time it says hence solve. Now there's two ways to think about this. I'm going to talk you through them. So you can see that we had a sine 2x and it went to sine 4x. We had a cos x and it went to cos 2x. So that means that the period has changed. Okay, that means that we have double the amount of waves. Okay, so your waves have increased. There's double the amount there was before, which means you're going to have double the amount of answers. Now, how do we figure out what they are? So the first way to think about it is to kind of think about what we did in trig equations when we have that case. So technically what we now have is our answer to the previous one is representing 2x. So x was between 0 and 360. So because we've now went from a x to a 2x, we have double the amount. So technically what we're doing to try and figure out what they must be is we're going to be going all the way up to 720. Okay, we're doubling it. So if we have 90 and 270, what we're doing is we're going to add on 360, which is going to be 450 and 630. And that's technically 2x. So our new values of x, half that, divided by 2. Are going to be here. Okay, so we have double the amount of angles. How do we get them? Basically what we're doing is we're increasing it from 0 to 720. And that's how we know we add on our 360 and then that's 2x technically, so x must be that. Okay, the other way to think about it is I'm going to take my answers of 90 and 270. Technically again they are 2x. I'm going to half them. Now to get more, because again we're doubling the amount of angles, we've changed the period. So the new period is 180 degrees. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, well, it must repeat after 180. So we're adding that on. So that's where we get our 225 from, and that's where we get our 315 from. So obviously we get the same answers. One mark, obviously it's quite, it's a level A mark, figuring that out.